What is going on, guys? They call me MP. Welcome to another video today on the channel. Hope you guys enjoyed yesterday's video. Today we got some Black Ops 1 running in the background while I'm going to talk about something school related this time. And I know it's a sour subject for some of you because some of you don't wish to pursue college. Some of you may or may not wish to further your education in ways that may or may not affect you. And as you guys know, I am in my junior year of college, undergraduate degree. That means that I have done 3 years thus far, have 1 more year, and I can choose to pursue another 4 years to get my PhD and become a doctor, my doctorate in English if I so choose to. But we're not going to talk about specifics about my major or anything like that. I wanted to address taking advantage of your education whenever possible, and I think it's a really good topic because, as I said, school started up again, guys. And if any of you guys want to know, SJC, St. Joseph's College, great campus, great school, great community of kids. You know, everyone's really friendly, unlike high school. High school was not a fun time. Not to say I'm scaring some of you guys away from high school. It just wasn't the best time for me. I love my teachers to death. I just hated the kids I went to school with, but that's irrelevant. So college. My college, I recently went back, and I notice even now, at the beginning of the year, you know, whether or not you have senioritis, or whether or not you just don't give a shit, there's kids in my class who kind of just sit there and coast their way through the semester. And I can tell already, you know, you could tell as soon as you get into the class who the people are going to participate, and who the people are just kind of sit there with their mouths closed. And there's a difference between the kids that actually want to participate and the kids who are just a little shy, but they want to engage the class. There's a real difference, you know. You may just be a little timid, and the act of speaking scares you a little bit. That's fine, you know. People have problems like that all the time. Then you have the final group of kids who I really believe are wasting their money, and I don't really advise any of you guys to do that. I guess you could say that if you're going to high school, it's a public high school system, so unless it's a private high school, it is free, and I guess you're not wasting your money away. You guys can make that argument, but whatever, you know. High school is the gateway to college, so I don't advise you guys to blow off high school, but the kids that blow off college, you know, you're paying a shit ton of tuition to sit there. And you guys have no idea. It is ridiculous amounts of money. And my college is a little bit more expensive because it is a private college. And the SUNYs, the state universities of New York, are a little bit cheaper. And I wanted to go to a private college because I heard great things about it. And it is accustomed to my major. They offer great courses. And that's where I end up going. So for you to sit there and not take advantage of the opportunity you have while you have it too. Like, your time is limited. I mean, unless you purposely fail or just not complete the required courses in the allotted time, your time at the college is limited. Your university time is limited to normally 4 years. Some people can get away with 3. I could get away with 3 if I'd like, but I choose not to because I'm taking full advantage of my scholarship to crank out as many courses as I can because I'm taking an active role in my education. And to some degree, guys, I will agree with you. Some of the stuff they teach you in college is useless. It's just kind of like other stuff. You want to be well-rounded. They try to teach you other things. You know, I'm an English major. I've taken some history courses. I'm taking some Spanish courses for my minor, some computer science courses, some programming on the side, just so I can get a real sense of where I want to go. And if I didn't do that, I'd be wasting not only my parents' money, all the textbook money, I'd be wasting the time of the teacher, and that's why I could never be a teacher. I could never teach kids who just don't give a shit and don't want to be there, because it's just a drain on the class. If I could tell that you want to be there, I don't want to be there either, and then it's just like, wow, what's the point of teaching you if you're not going to give me my attention? You know, I'm not going to be that teacher that, you know, crank open the books, we're having a 10-page test. That's not me, and I don't want to be that guy. I always told myself that if I ever became a teacher, I'd be the teacher that you guys would want to talk to, be your friend. I'd teach you things, but in a way that's not going to piss you off or overwhelm you, because there are professors that think who the hell they are, and they just really make my life miserable because they give me so much work that I just think is unnecessary. I never really believed in homework, but that's just me. Not because I don't want to do it, but just because I get so much homework that it's not even driving the point home. It's just wasting my time. I'm reading something that I don't even value. And if I ever wanted to be a professor, I just could not be one of these people. And I've seen professors in my own college that are really chill people, really, really good guys, great women that do a really kick-ass job. And then you get that asshole in the class who never participates, sits there on their phone, and I mean, they're just trying to do their job too. You know, they don't want to make this any more difficult than it has to be. Like, why, if they have to wake up at 9 o'clock and teach you for an hour and a half, And you signed up for the course too. That's another thing. You chose to be put there. Whether or not it's a core, it's required, or whether or not you need it for one of your other stuff, or you just have to take it, or you just got thrown in there. It doesn't matter. If they got to be there for that hour and a half and you're put in that class, you have to be there for that hour and a half as well. It's mutual, and if they have to suffer, you have to suffer. It just it's bullshit. It's one of my pet peeves. It really is. When kids sit in classes and just disrespect the professor, or don't put the work in, or when they get called on, they're just like, why am I doing this? This is fucking stupid. And it happens all the time. It happens every single semester. And I've had it happen already, and this semester just began. One of the most frequent things that makes me laugh in these situations is when these kids that I just talked about, they try to coast their way through the semester, and they don't put any work in, and the teacher gives them like a B or a C, not even a B, probably like a C, C minus, D plus, we're talking around that range, and then they flip out. They have no idea why they got that grade. They think they deserve better. They're like, why is this not, I had a girl flip out so hard on this teacher, and the teacher was like, what do you want me to say? You don't do shit. And this guy was such a boss, and I idolized him. He's such a cool guy. I could talk to him as a person, and you'd be surprised at the mentality some of these students have. Obviously, you know, if students can be all ages, you know, I've had some parents come in as teachers. They have kids, and they try to come in and do their education. I give them so much credit for what they do. And it's very hard to dedicate your time to college. It's a very time-consuming process that is very stressful if the professor makes it stressful. And I'm not saying you guys have to bend over backwards in order to get an education, but I'm just saying take full advantage of the time you have while you have it, because it won't last forever. And once you're out of college, you're going to be expected to do something with your life. And if you didn't take advantage of the tools and the tips that you're given by your professors, what else is there? You know, what do you got? You're stuck. You're kind of stranded, and you don't know which direction you're going to go. If I could recommend one piece of advice to you guys throughout this entire video, I would say go to college. I really would. I really would say that, because I do value it. I really do think it is, it shapes you into the type of person you intend to be. But it's all entirely what you make it. You don't have anybody up your ass telling you to go to class. You don't have anybody up your ass telling you to do your homework. It's very, very independent. It's a very independent system in which you get out of it what you put into it, and I can't stress that enough. You know, no one's going to tell you, write this 10-page paper and then make it as best you can, or no one's going to tell you to participate. You take it upon yourself to put the work in, and I guarantee you it'll pay off in the end. I always believe that the people who struggle the most, the people who put the most work in, will end up on top, regardless of how long it takes, because usually it does take a while, because those fucking cheaters, the people say cheaters never win. Well, to me, they end up winning for a certain amount of time until they finally do get what they deserve. So, guys, I really hope you got something out of this. I really enjoyed making this commentary, because I wanted to drive a point home. Don't be intimidated by college. You know, it's always there for you, but I do advise you guys to take full advantage of it as soon as possible, if possible. You know, I'm not going to say go there by any means necessary, but it is there for you guys to use, and use it as a tool for the rest of your life. So, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe if you did enjoy the video. I have been Ampy. I will see you guys on the next one.